Good evening, millionaires. What we are going to go over tonight are quarter points. As you can see on the chart, quarter points actually draws support and resistance lines on your chart by using concepts that the banks use. Okay, and that means that the banks move in increments of 1,000. Okay, and you see that between these red lines. Okay, now these green lines here are called quarter points. Between every green line are 250 pips. Between red to red is 1,000. Okay, so they say the market moves in increments of 1,000, but in that 1,000 are broken up into quarters of 250. Now we have one of our favorite pairs here, US 30, and as you can see, price is actually contained within these quarter points. Okay, they play off of them, off of the minor quarter points and also the major quarter points. Okay, so this is just a good way for you guys to make sense of support and resistance lines, because that's one of the things that people struggle with when they trade, are support and resistance lines. So this is just something that even in US 30, you see that it respects these quarter points. Okay. Now, one of the things to take note of are these red lines. These red lines are called major round numbers, and you can see on the side of the chart here, the first one up top is 26,000, and then we have 25,000. The market really reacts off those levels, and let's take a look at where we are now. We see that we actually are on a major round number here, right? I was in a move yesterday. I scalped like this part going down. As soon as I closed my position and the candle closed, the market shot up, and I closed my position because I saw this major round, and I knew that it was going to have a major reaction off of it, and that's exactly what it did. It got out of there, right? It reacted off of it. It didn't like it. It pushed it back because they say that's a major psychological number, right? This goes beyond Forex and everything. This is what like traders and stuff do, the big banks and stuff like that. So you see that it's played off of it. It's been consolidating all day off of this minor quarter, and now it's making another run at it. Okay, it's making equal lows. And normally what you see with equal lows is that they drop, and then it comes back and it retests off of it if it drops again. Okay. Let's see. Do you put a trailing stop? I've used 100. What you take? You can. I just want to see how it reacts off of this. Once I see how the market reacts off of here, let's go to a lower time frame. I like trading the US 30 off of the 5-minute. And then let me also thicken these candlesticks up a little bit. All right. Okay. And I mean, you see that word momentum, right? Although we're definitely on a level of support right here because the candles aren't surpassing the other. Not only that, but on the MACD, you saw the split right here. And as you guys know, the split right here means a change in momentum and volume. And you see the RMM skyrocket up. Now they're all over the place. So it means you probably don't want to be trading. It looks like it's retracing. So it kind of looks like what's going on there. But this will be something to watch, though. It looks like it went down. It retested already. And now it looks like it just needs some volume to push it down or bring it back up. So the two ways that this can go, if you guys are watching US 30, you want to see if it already went down, it retested, and it's kind of chilling out right here. You want to see if it makes another push up and then drops. I think it'll probably make another push up before it drops. Or it could break up, come down here, and then go up from there. Either way, but in this spot, you don't want to be trading, right? At least I wouldn't be, because although there's a lot of pips in between here, it's just hard to really determine where it's going to go. Although the MACD is below the zero, and as you guys know that when it's below the zero, sellers are this bearish sentiment, right? So that will be a confirmation for you too. And it looks like the candles are starting to pull up. So, but yeah, these quarter points, these are legit, and I think that these will help you guys too. Let's pull up a pair. What's a pair that you guys trade? Or gold, right? You guys like gold, huh? I know, like that's the thing, right? Gold, gold, gold. So let's take a look at gold. Shrink this, shrink that. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? So this is gold, right? This is gold. Let's look at the 4 hour. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't know if you guys like to do this, but I like to zoom out really far like this, just because you get to see the support and resistance levels. And then you also get to see how many touches you have of it, you know, back in the past. Because as you guys know, the more touches, the stronger level it is. Yep. And so that's kind of what I like to do. Gold looks like it's see, if you're analyzing gold, let's analyze. Here's a day chart, right? So right now it looks like it's retesting, or it's right around this major round, 1300 right here, okay? And it looks like there's been a lot of activity on here through the past. Look at how many times. This is February, this is April, March, February, January. See all this activity? It's been playing around all around this major round number. You look at the last time before that, it was in May of last year. So before January, May of last year was the last time price was at this level. And then you see again, there's multiple touches and there's multiple activities. So this is really super duper strong, or even going back to 2016. So this will be an area to watch right here. Kind of how you analyze that is if it makes another run up, right, and it fails to take out this high right here. So it goes up, it's going, and it doesn't take this high out, and you can expect for it to drop, because all you're really looking for, y'all, don't be confused, right? You just want to see if price is going to take up the previous peak, the higher high in this case. If not, it's going to drop more than likely, and then it's forming a channel already. See, it's already formed a channel. So what you can expect, since you see that it's had so many rejections and activity off this major round number in the past, you can almost expect for it to come up and reject off, right? And that's at the 1300 level. So that's kind of what I think about that. So that's kind of what you want to assess and see. And then if you zoom in closer, let's look at the candle now. So yeah, it's just ranging. Look at that. You see how the candles have been ranging here since January? It's come up, it did its thing, but it's always retested. Now it's ranging. It's been ranging since April, just up and down between these 250 pips, up and down, up and down. You can scalp these up and down, right? But I mean, I don't know. It depends on your style if that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do. I don't know. Does that make sense to everybody? Please don't let me talk to myself. Ranging means up and down. Deka, ranging just means consolidating. Ranging is another synonym for consolidation. It ranges. It goes up and down between a range of 250 pips. See? Okay. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so like that's how you can evaluate this stuff, y'all. If you get your bias, like, look, I see that right now, gold is moving up, right, on the day chart. So I'm gonna drop down to the 4 hour. I'm gonna see if it's moving up, and I will just take all the buys. You can even scalp. Look, here's that major round right here. How many pips is this? 95 pips. Why not? Let's go to 5 minute. Oh crap. Now it's gonna look really not that far in the 5 minute, but it looks like it's at a peak. It'll probably drop, but you can catch the bias going up. You know, once you have your bias and it's really moving in the direction you want it to go, then feel free to take buys in that direction on the lower time frame, like this. Look, let's do the 4 hour. Pull up my RMM. Oh yeah, there's a lot of momentum. See RMM right there. All three are way above the 50, and then the MACD here is above the 0 as well. So it shows you we're moving in some good momentum. But what I would do also, you can still do other lines here too. Not saying that it just stops. Looks like we're at a level of resistance here. Oh, yep. If that's what you do. So you can even, draw your own intraday support or resistance lines like this red line right here. You see it couldn't break through here. It bounced off of here, retested, bounced off of there. I mean, it has some touches. So you waiting to see if it goes and breaks this high. So that will be the thing to see. Or it might not even go all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So you might even really be even better on that. So you guys get quarter points. It's really easy. Let's pull up a pair to do GA. I like GA. See, look how just clean that is. Is it best to watch the lower time frame or higher? Kathleen, it's always best to watch the higher time frame to get your bias. And then once you have your bias, meaning once you know the direction that it's moving for the day, then you can go to the lower time frames and take setups in that direction. You feel me? UCAD, let's take a look at UCAD upon special request. Okay, let's see. I don't really like UCAD. You like UCAD, huh? Look at all this. Look at UCAD. Look how it's too much whipsaw. It's like, hey, to each his own though, But nonetheless, you can still see. Let me move this back down. Oh yeah. Ooh, yes. Dang, look at this. When this happened? Dang. 2016? Wow. Wow, that was a huge run. Imagine if you would have got in at August 2013 right here. You could have rode this thing for 3 years. 50 pips it is. 4,400. Wait. What is this? 4,432 pips. That's it. Man, that's not a lot. Not when you. I mean, it is a lot, but it's not really a lot. For 3 years, I'll pass. But you see the power of the quarter points, though. That's what I want you guys to see. This is definitely a news event. Look at this sharp. This is like a sharp increase, probably the highest it's been. And then right after that, Imagine if you would have got in on this drop down. That's crazy. That's cool. But let's look at where we are now, right? Now we're kind of on a level that we've been at for a while still too. See, oh, look at that right here. This is a strong level. So what you guys want to do, look at it something like this on a daily. We want to see where we are right here, right? Okay. And then we want to see how many times in relation to where we are, how many times it's had contact in the past. So we've had contact here. The last time we had contact before it was here, 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 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So before this, the last touch was in 2018 in December, and before December, the last time price was here was 2017, and it had a lot of touches in the past, going back 4 years, right? So this is a really strong level right here. Okay. So then once you see that this is a strong level, then you can be like, okay, cool. Well, let me zero in, right? You see that price has been kind of dancing around the same level here, right here, huh? It looks like it broke. It's broken above. It closed above it. So now would be to wait and see. We're above that. It's UCAD 733. So there's definitely not a lot of volume. So the thing to see would be, is it going to push up, or is it going to fall because it's a strong level, and then retest and go back down? Who knows? We don't know. That's what you need to wait for and see. The time to wait for this move, y'all, always. The time to wait always for a move, especially a major move, is going to be London and New York. And that's it. Don't look at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the time I did my training this morning. Don't look at getting into a trade then. You want to look for getting in the move during London and New York. And if y'all can't wake up during that time, then you probably should be trying to do some swing trading or something, because you're guaranteed to hit your take profit goals extremely quickly, based off of your, how you analyze. It's going to move in the morning. UCAD is probably going to move in New York, right? But that's how you want to get your bias, y'all. You want to get your bias like that. You want to, because see me, I'm not a real technical trader. Like Eric and Alonzo and a lot of other guys, they're like, super techie. Like, I'm not technical like that. I'll look at like this. I'll look at these candles. I'll look at these quarter points, and that's really all I need. I'll look at these trends. For instance, look, easy. Market's been making higher highs, right? How do we know that? See, it's moving in a channel. See, lower lows. See, market's been ranging like that. Okay, this is how you can manually do it. This is the things you want to look at. You want to look at market structure. Are there higher highs? Are there lower lows? That's all you need to tell your direction if you're confused. Like, you see all this? Oh man, it's going up and down, up and down. I don't know. Take a look on the outside and look if you can see things like this. Okay, it's really easy. It's been ranging in this channel for a few years. The high point has been here, and the low point's been here. Now, the cool thing, what I'm about to show y'all is this. That was a good segue. I'm glad I segued so smoothly. I'm going to show you an indicator that let's see if I can find it. Channel True. Here we go. Bam. Ooh. So this is called this is a channel indicator, kind of like what Dr. Spiller showed. Pretty much the same thing, except it gives you, it draws a trend line on here for you in the direction of of the actual trend. So you see that it's green, and then it's angled upwards on the uptrend. So price has been ranging, and it's giving you these parameters right here, from here to here. Okay, the top of this channel is this. The low of the channel is here. The midpoint of the channel is right here. Ah, yeah, boy. And then when the trend, like when it consolidates, the channel will go sideways, and it'll look like this. And then when you're in a downtrend, it'll be, angled downwards. Let's take a look. Here we go. See? Look at that. And it even gives you the coordinates. Look at that. From here to here is 11 pips. To the bottom of the channel is 34 pips. So if you wanted to scalp, for all my scalpers out there, you know what I mean? You can do even something like this. And with I don't have my crossover arrows on here, but if I did, I'm pretty sure I would see the crossover arrow here. And then let's take a look at, that's on a sharp decline too. So yep, that's what we're looking at here. That's kind of how you do it, how you analyze from the higher time frame. Anybody have any questions? Because again, I've been talking a lot. Well, I'm not really. I'm still using that. I took off the moving averages here so I can show you guys these other tools, but I still definitely use SK5. The channel indicator, I don't know what it's actually called, but just let me know if you need it, and I'll hook you up with that as well. So, because actually this is a template, Alicia. Look, this is actually a template. See, this is actually one of the templates that I use. It's the exact same thing, except I have my moving averages and my crossover arrows like the SK5. And then normally what I do is, I'll have my RMM and MACD up like this too. Bam, right there it is right there. See, if you would have caught this move, if you would have scalped this move, look at this. If you would have scalped this move from the bottom of this channel, my 3 and 10 EMA cross was right here at the bottom. At the same time, my RMM crossed all three at the upside at the same time. At the same time, the MACD crossed above the zero at the same time. And it happened right at the channel. Look at this. This is like a picture perfect entry. You guys see this? That's cake. Yeah, this is the 5-minute chart. So you could have taken this thing up 47 pips, right? Like, look how beautiful. Moves don't get this beautiful. This is like news driven or something. I don't know, but this is like money. But this is how you can use this. You can look at the confluence at the channel points. See? This is the 15-minute. Look, it even lined up at the same spot on the 15-minute. I promise you I didn't plan this out, you guys. And then the cool thing is that to the top of the channel, it's still got a lot to go. Now, one of the strategies you can use if you're using a higher time frame, this is a 30-minute. You don't have to take it all the way to the top of the channel, right? Because it might not always do that, get up here. But the safe bet will be to take it to the midpoint of the channel, okay? Which you see most of the time when it gets to that point, like here, you got the same confluence you got over here, huh? You got that cross, the same time all three shoot up at the same time, take it to the midpoint, you got it, 52 pips, or if you got it here, 40 pips, it's whatever, not a big deal. It made it to the top. You could have taken it to the midpoint again, 30 pips. Now, it doesn't line up, you know, that's me in the aggressive entry. If you're using the channel trading, then that's something you can do. But if you're following strictly SK5, then of course you would wait until it went down below the 50, and then you wait till the MACD goes below the 0, right? That's like the safe entry. The real conservative, the technical entry would be below the 50, right? Because we know that anything below the 50 is a downtrend. So you could take that as well if you want to be extremely safe. There's nothing wrong with that. This is like the highest probability right here, 21 pips. This is high probability. High probability. This is like 85% and up probability of a win, because you were patient and you waited till everything lined up to where you're supposed to be, and you take it from here down to there. If that's what you want to do. Can you make the midpoint dotted line thicker? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Let's see. Channel true, colors, inputs. Let's see. Show midline true, box width 3. No, you can't. You can change the box width though. Let's put 6. Oh dang. Oh, never mind. We don't want that one. All right, so you can't adjust it. Okay, it is what it is. But I'm just giving you guys some ideas of how you can take this. If this channel was still here at this point, then you could have hit it the same way. Sniper, EMA cross, the same time RMM was below the 50. At the same time, the MACD went below the 0. And then you could have taken this to the midpoint, it's 30 pips. But if you would have used the 50 as your trail, then you would have saw that it wouldn't have hit it, and then you could have taken it for a little bit more. I would probably just take it out of here, out of the midpoint, just because it's safer. You're not trying to get 1,000 pips off a move, you know. You're just trying to get what you can. All right. But yeah, so you know, what kind of questions you guys have? That's pretty much what I have. You guys pretty much know SK5. I just wanted to show you these extra. Like how to look at your higher time frame, the quarter points, and these channels. Yeah, nothing real complicated, y'all. It's real simple. But I just want to help you guys win, you know, because you guys are on the squad. So, you know, got to make sure that you guys are squared away. Oh man. So yeah, you guys hit me up privately, and I'll send you the indicators. You know, just because you guys took the time out to get on, so you guys should be the ones to reap the benefits, right? Cool. One of my favorite pairs right now, to be honest with you, I'm hold on. Hold on a second. Well, let me stop the recording there real quick.